All right. I think I'm live. Something was happening. There was a glitch or something. So happy Wednesday, everybody. Hello. I know I was just on yesterday. I'm trying to keep the rest of the weeks the same schedule. So today I'm going to do it differently. I am going to do Aries through Pisces for everybody, but I'm going to pull a card, oracle for what's shifting right now and what's in an oracle from a different deck of what's trying to enter. And then I have the cards for Aries through Pisces. So I'll see specifically in love if you'll see any movement or anything happening or whatever spirit wants you to know for Aries through Pisces for each sign. So it's not going to be like my normal spread. It's just going to be 3 decks, 3 cards, 3 messages. Okay. And happy full moon. Hello, Angel. What's up? And Bernadette. Hello. And Bettina. What is up? In QZ, I wanted to say I'm glad you're listening. As long you're here, you're bringing your energy. I'm grateful that you're doing things and still have me in the background hanging out. Hello, Lori, Jeff, and Gigi. All right, guys. So here's my update with the full moon. I wasn't feeling much of anything, and then this morning, early morning, I was having a crazy dream. Now, you know, I've been telling you how Leo's my 12th house and Aquarius my 6th, right? So that can bring up health too, health issues. And also Leo is where my subconscious lies. And I was fighting the shit out of somebody. I was going to beat the shit out of somebody in my dream. And then I looked and it looked like me. It looked like, you know, it was just the weirdest thing. And when I woke up, I felt sick and I thought I was going to be sick today. And I went to the gym anyways and I'm fine. So I think that something was released during my sleep. You know, obviously I was battling something and I don't even need to know what it is. I think it's over. It's gone. And that's how I feel like this full moon affected me and may have affected some of you. Maybe not. Maybe you guys, it's obvious. It's more clear for you. Hello, April. What's up? April, 2 Aprils. All right, so that was my update. I'm going to jump right into Aries. Like I said, I'm doing it a little different today, Aries. I'm going to pull a card for what's shifting in your life, what's trying to leave, and then what's trying to enter. And then Aries through Pisces, I'll do a quick update with the sign that's on your mind. All right. Your hubby was fighting in his sleep too. He's a Leo. I was fighting. I think I was going to go to jail or a mental institution in my sleep. All right. So what I see here is sword energy, air energy. Number 7, what is actively shifting right now, what's trying to leave your life. And it's making some sort of change, Aries, and just deciding to go with it. So this looks like a pretty drastic change from a situation that's in your life right now, or the way you show up every day, whether it's with your appearance, whether it's with the way you communicate with others, with what boundaries you set, and maybe being seen and heard and using your voice more. So you are being asked to make this change that you have been complaining about, something that you know you can do, that you're tired of it. For example, if you have a story, I feel like I always know the answer, but somebody else always gets to it before I do, or nobody sees that I said that, or nobody hears me loud enough, right? So maybe you got to speak up a little bit more and not sit in the background. All right, so I am seeing what's trying to leave is something to do with the way you communicate with others and also yourself. So any negative self-talk, but making that big change and going for it. Like this lady here is cutting off her long hair. She's making it, it's almost like a rebirth. It's a new beginning, giving yourself that new cut, that new look, whatever it is that you really want to do, and going for it. And that's kind of Aquarius energy too, you know, that full moon. It's like Aquarius is like, who cares? Just go for it. And now let's see what's actively trying to enter your life. I'm not cutting my hair. And guys, if the cards are loud, I saw somebody and she was sweet about it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with all the speakers and technology, but what I do know is everybody has a volume button. So you can turn it up or turn it down. But no, it was sweet the way she said it, that my cards are loud and I don't know what's going on. All right. So what's actively trying to end is there's an end in. Something definitely is trying to change in your life. Emotional baggage that you no longer need to carry anymore. Spiritual growth, a cleansing and a reset for you is trying to come in as well. And I'm seeing Mars energy right here too, releasing anger and fighting for what it is that you really, really want, right? So going after your dreams. I see, conquest, forcing something, trying to challenge a person that is, not there for you, right? So that is trying to leave your life in a new way of coming in, a new way of looking at relationships. And I will look at Aries through Pisces for you. All right, I am seeing here that enough with the drama, enough with trying to force things. If somebody doesn't want to be in your energy, somebody doesn't want to be with you, F it. It's time to move forward and seek something new, all right? So anything that's causing you a bunch of grief, you may find that you've been dealing with that for the last couple of days. Things have been getting more serious and more hectic with people in your life because it's just you're being tested. That's been my message since yesterday. People are being tested. Do you really want it? Do you really care about other people and other people's opinions? Because it really does see that you need to make some cuts here with that. So let's look at Aries through Pisces for you and see the person that's on your mind. I'm trying a new way of reading today, so it may or may not, I'm shifting as I go. I'm just using the two cards, the two oracles. All right, so let's look at the person on your mind. Meditate. Let me see if I can get a message for you. Anything shifting with the person on your mind. Aries, I see the wheel. All right, so we are seeing movement with, and it's a time for positive change. A situation has to change. Something could suddenly move forward with another Aries, and luck is on your side. All right, so you are seeing sort of a karmic wheel turn here, which can also talk about this change that you need to make that's coming in for you as well. It's time to move in a new direction when it comes to love. Taurus, I see the Hermit card. So they're spending time alone, maybe kind of figuring out their next step. They are alone. So if you're wondering what's going on, they may feel alone where they're at. Maybe they don't like being at a distance from you, or they're used to being alone, or they're still contemplating what a relationship means to them right now. Gemini, I'm seeing Ace of Water. So you could get that opening, that doorway. They're falling for you, or they still have feelings for you. There is a new growth coming in, a new opening, a new doorway. Cancer, I'm seeing the awakening. So right now I'm seeing stagnant. That's the Hanged Man card. And it feels like it's temporary. Right now they're trying to figure out which direction they want to go in. So you may not feel the shift, but there is a shift happening in the background. Leo, Two of Pentacles. So they got too much going on right now, and they may not be making you a priority. It may seem like that. They may be needing you to be flexible and adapt, but depending on how long you've been doing that, one of you has got to make a decision. But it does feel like there's too much going on with the Two of Pentacles. Virgo, Six of Pentacles. So a gift of time or effort coming in with a Virgo. Things might be looking good for them right now, and it looks like they're feeling good, so they want to share the energy. Libra, I'm seeing the Lovers card. So with the Libra Aries, it looks like getting intimate with the Libra, maybe hanging out, things looking good. The relationship health is getting better. So if things have been weird or stagnant, it looks like you guys always seem to find yourself, connecting again. Scorpio, 10 of Wands. There's a lot of work, too much work, maybe too much work for you. There's a lot of fire here. So this could be causing a lot of health issues for you, or Scorpio could be dealing with a lot of health issues. But the relationship is out of balance right now, and it looks like something has to give. Sagittarius, Nine of Swords. They seem to think the worst of the relationship, or expecting the worst to come of the relationship. So they are losing sleep thinking about you, and they are worried about doing the wrong thing. So it looks like they're letting their head get the best of them. Capricorn, I'm seeing inner strength and release any judgments that you might be thinking with a Capricorn. There could be forgiveness coming in. Maybe they just need a little bit more time. They're holding back, but the bond is not broken. Aquarius, I'm seeing 8 of Cups. So they have a desire to move on. They still have feelings for you, but it feels like they are just feeling pulled to do a little soul searching. And Pisces, I see the Temperance card. So there is something that needs to be balanced when it comes to a Pisces, working with each other. If somebody's overdoing, you got to step back, but it looks like you can make it work. And the Temperance card is saying things are still unfolding for you. There just needs to be some adjustments. All right, Aries, love you. Hello, Sherry. Hello, FG. Welcome in. Did I see Anne come in? Julie, what's up? I'm so glad you're here. All right, we got Taurus going on. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I thought I saw everybody. All right, Taurus. Oh, Taurus is going to get 1111. I love giving you. Anne, yes, Anne is here. All right. All right, let's see. Taurus. 1111 is your number. I have given that to you. You know, it's all of our numbers, but for some reason for me, 1111, Taurus. Pay attention to those numbers right now. So I'm doing this reading a little differently. I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards, give you a message, and then do Aries through Pisces and see if anything's shifted since yesterday, right? No, I don't know. Every day is a different day. All right. So Taurus, weave together the crown you deserve. All right. So this is what's trying to happen in your life right now. This is what, you know, you're preparing to, you know, allow yourself to receive more than you ever imagined. You know, it's like you got to put that crown on. Maybe some of you are starting to realize you want more, you need more, you know, but you're still kind of capping yourself. You're still kind of hanging in there and just waiting for something to happen. But it looks like you really got to go after what it is you want, what it is you deserve, full force, and own it, right? So there is an owning energy and there's an Empress energy here. You have put a lot of work in, and don't underestimate yourself. Now, if there's anything else shifting, let's see what else is shifting for Taurus. I have a lot of energy today, guys. So hopefully you're okay with it. Number 14 is also showing up for you, and that can be the Temperance energy as well. You know, it's like you're being too chill about something. You're waiting something out. All right, listen to the guidance of your soul. What is it that's calling you? What is it that you want? What is it that you know? What is it that, you know, it's here, but you don't see it yet, but you feel it and you know it's supposed to be here. You know, so you are being asked to tap into more of that inner world of yours and manifest your dreams, manifest what's trying to come into your life physically. I'm going to pull one more. All right. So I am seeing some adjustments are required. I am seeing there are some situations in your life right now that maybe you know that you need to do something. You know you need to make adjustments. You know you have goals and you just haven't started them. So you are being asked to take that first next step, Taurus. So if you're thinking about you know, going to the gym, I always throw that out there. You got to get there. You got to sign up. You got to do this. All right. And you got to make it happen is what I'm seeing. So you're getting physical movement needs to happen for you to see the change that you want to make in your life. Now let's look at Aries through Pisces and see if anything's shifting for you. Yeah, Pilates was too expensive. They were charging way too much, and they're small classes. I've taken Pilates with somebody in California who knew what the hell they were doing, and you got so much worth your money. But some of these Pilates places are just like, is that it? That's the class? All right, Aries through Pisces. Aries, I am seeing a renewal. So what's shifting with you and an Aries is you guys are evaluating, you know, what's gone wrong in the situation. I do see a favorable outcome. You guys may give each other a second chance, or you're just deciding to move in a new direction. And let's see, Taurus, 6 of Cups. All right. So you and another Taurus, but I'm also seeing here just a 6 of Cups show up for you. So, you know, it's romanticizing the past, right? Maybe some of you still kind of hanging on to the past or thinking about the way things were or how things were. That could be part of this message that's coming in up here for you. You know, quit thinking about the past and how things were. You know, you can turn over a new leaf now and bring that now, and it could be even better now, right? So there could be somebody returning back into your life from your past here, another Taurus. But this is trying to live in the present moment and make those changes. If you keep saying, you keep hearing yourself say, I used to be this. I do this in CrossFit all the time. I used to be this. I used to do that. Well, no, don't worry about that. Do it now and just work on where you're at now and see where you need to go from this point. You might prove yourself to be even better or stronger now if you stop making excuses. All right. So I am seeing a reunion here or getting together with another Taurus. Gemini, I see still lurking around, still hanging around. They feel a connection with you. For Gemini, depending on what kind of situation you're in, it is saying have patience. You know, they're kind of figuring things out and figuring out, you know, the connection, what they want to do with this connection. And they keep an eye on you. Cancer, I see the star card. So things turning out in your favor with a Cancer. So something is shifting. There's some healing going on. You are on the right path. It seems like you guys are meant to help each other grow at this point in your life. Leo, 5 of Swords. All right, so they just can't seem to make up their minds. Five of Swords, though, here in the way I'm reading it, is showing change. It's like they know that they're being complicated. They know that they are giving you mixed signals. They know they're frustrating you. All right, so it feels to me like they know there needs to be change and they're trying to figure it out. So it may still be complicated right now. Give it a little bit more time with them. Wait till after the full moon. All right, Virgo, I am seeing Page of Pentacles. So it looks like they want to hook up, catch up with you, not hook up. It's a Page of Pentacles. It seems like they just want to see what's up, see what's going on, and figure things out as you go. You could receive messages from your Virgo. Libra, I'm seeing 2 of Cups. So your relationship is continuing to grow no matter what kind of situation you're in. You guys enjoy talking to each other. You have feelings for each other. And if you're going through any kind of conflict, you guys will resolve it eventually. Scorpio, I am seeing 10 of Wands. Scorpio keeps getting 10 of Wands. I'm fine, guys. So if you guys are going, what's it? You know, I'm fine. All right. 10 of Wands here is showing that there's too much work for a Scorpio and maybe they have a hard time taking help from other people. Their life is out of balance. So your relationship with them is going to be out of balance. All right. Especially if they have a lot of shit going on. Sagittarius, I see the 8 of Wands. All right, so things getting exciting, some events happening that bring you guys closer or talking more. So if there's any delays, they are over. Capricorn, I'm seeing the 9 of Fire. All right, so don't give up on this one either. You know, maybe things move too fast and now they pull back a little bit. You just got to believe in yourself when it comes to a Capricorn. Aquarius, Queen of Fire. A lot of fire coming in with the signs at the end here. All right, so we are seeing confidence within Aquarius, and we're seeing don't underestimate yourself when it comes to an Aquarius. All right, they seem to feel a pull towards you. Maybe you're just different for them. Pisces, the Chariot. So things moving pretty quickly right now, shifting pretty quickly with you and a Pisces towards a positive outcome. All right. I'm not afraid of a 10 of Wands. You know what, though? What I wanted to say is I create my own 10 of Wands. You know, that's it. So if I've got a 10 of Wands on me, it's because I'm putting pressure on myself or I'm taking on too much work. All right, Geminis, 20. Thank you guys for being here. I got good sleep last night, but like I said, I must have been fighting something. I kicked the shit out of it. It's gone. It's out. And hello, Carissa. All right, Gemini. Hey guys, I see you going, hey guys, with the little piggy there. How you doing, guys? Can I hang out, guys? All right. Let's see. Gemini, I'm doing it a little different today. I'm getting a couple oracles for you and then going through Aries through Pisces to see if there is a shift. All right. So be honest with yourself. Oh, no. Oh no. So what's shifting for you is what you're saying to yourself. You got the number 17 here. And it could be 8 too as well, so for your number. And I'm seeing flowers. It's like something is blooming here for you, but it's pretty clear, it's pretty blunt here. You got to be honest with yourself about something that's going on in your life. Are you the problem? Are they the problem? I hate asking myself that. We always can find a reason why we're not the problem, right? It's our story, it's my party, I can cry if I want to, right? But, or be honest with yourself about whether or not you really can do something. Are you making excuses? Do you know you can do something, or it's your turn to do something, or whatever it is? I'm not going to sit here and make a list of it. You know what it is. You know what it is. So what's trying to shift in your life too right now? Hello, QT. Remember, we're in a full moon energy here, so these can be things that are going on internally that's trying to come up for you. And it's nothing, it's not a crisis, it's not anything, crazy, hopefully. All right, let's see. So you have endings and beginnings coming in too. So what's trying to happen right now for you, it's like it is time, it feels like, to release some sort of emotional baggage that you've been carrying for too long. All right. You are going through a lot of shifts, and Mars is in your sign too. So it's going to be a battle for you to fight through some of this energy. So I can feel that this full moon may be bringing up some stuff for you that it's definitely shadow work. It's like, Gemini, air signs and fire signs don't like to do shadow work. All right. You like to tuck and roll, keep it underneath, forget about it, but it comes up one way or another, right? Let's get one more for you. And I'm seeing 4th house. There is something around your home, roots, family, and your personal foundations that's that's shifting for you right now. Some of you, this could even be about a huge move when it comes to your home. Some of you even thinking about changing jobs, changing something that you have felt grounded, you felt comfortable, or you have settled and you know that it's not where you want to be. All right. So if that's the case with you, the full moon could have brought up or can be bringing up some anxiety too around not feeling completely settled and grounded at where you're at or what you're pursuing. All right. So that's where I'm feeling the shift for you. Now let's look at Aries through Pisces. I'm telling you, I was fighting myself last night. If you're fighting yourself about something, that's kind of what I guess I'm picking up. Time to make that, time to listen to yourself in a positive way. All right, Aries through Pisces. Let's see what's shifting for the person on your mind. Aquarius is the breakout sign, is the break the F out and get out of here. Go do something. Be unique. Be different. All right. Aries, I'm seeing Page of Water. So what's shifting with an Aries is, their feelings, they're beginning to acknowledge their feelings and feeling vulnerable, maybe not the way they used to. And they're realizing that there's something more here. They're sensitive to you, and you could get messages from an Aries. Taurus has had time to really think about and evaluate, their priorities and what's really, where's this relationship going? What does this relationship mean to them? So you could be moving in a new direction with the Taurus. Gemini, I have the King of Pentacles. So it looks like Gemini could be coming in with an opportunity for you guys to establish something a little bit more stable. Good energy with a Gemini, and that's you too as well, the King of Pentacles. So, you know, you have something, it looks like building up, like you to your potential. If you're not using your potential, I feel like this full moon here too is trying to maybe show you or push you out of your comfort zone. Cancer, Knight of Swords. So events could happen pretty quickly with a Cancer this week. It can turn in any direction, all right, depending on, you know, what decisions you guys make or what kind of problems you're dealing with. Leo, Two of Swords. So they may be pretending there's no problem because they don't know what to do. They may need to make a decision and they're trying to avoid it. Virgo, I'm seeing the Empress. All right, they are feeling you. They feel very drawn to you. So you could see movement or connection this week with a Virgo. Libra, King of Wands, communication coming in with a Libra, and they'll take initiative, right? They're feeling a pull towards you as well and very focused on you. Scorpio, Seven of Swords. Geez, Scorpio. All right. There's more than meets the eye. They're not telling you everything. They're not showing you the full picture, right? Maybe they're not ready to. Read between the lines or ask questions. And Seven of Swords, maybe they will confess their true feelings to you. Sagittarius, Page of Fire, Page of Wands. All right, so news coming in with the Sagittarius, kind of mischievous. So, you know, they're wanting to flirt with you, wanting to get together with you. Capricorn, Six of Swords, you and Capricorn kind of moving through any kind of confusion you may be dealing with or a difficult situation. You might take a trip together. Aquarius, I'm seeing Two of Cups. Your relationship is continuing to grow. Forgiveness coming in or a conversation. And Pisces, Four of Swords. So it's time to take a rest right now. Right now, it seems like you guys need space. It's going to bring you guys closer. All right, so allow a little more time before freaking out with the Pisces. All right, love you guys. Cancer. Cancer. All right. Can you guys tell me what you're what's been happening for this full moon? Has anybody felt it? Like it was like nothing. I didn't feel anything. And then that dream. How's it affecting you guys? All right, Cancer. I'm doing this one a little bit different. This is for the full moon, so it's just this energy that we're in right now. A couple days after. Maybe it's been happening a couple days before. So remember to practice self-love. All right. So what's trying to change for you, what's trying to maybe even leave your life right now is forgetting who you are when you are with somebody. And, you know, when you're going after something or whenever you're around people, you may nurture and give to others more than you're giving to yourself. Now, I see the number 6 here. So that can be the Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Six of Swords. You know, it just feels like, you know, sometimes your needs get kind of, you know, tucked under the bed or, you know, under the rug. And it's like you're just happy to get what you want. So you could be manifesting things into your life, someone into your life. Just remember that the key is self-love and valuing yourself. All right. So what else is trying to shift in your life or come into your life? And then I'll do Aries to Pisces. Have a good day, Krista. All right, what else is trying to enter or shift in Cancer's life? All right, so I'm seeing a spiritual love. Your life story hasn't even unfolded yet. It looks like you know, you're on a roll here. You're really, a story is just beginning. for you. And I just feel like it's, there's a lesson here for you. There's love, there's beautiful romance, there's attraction. And the spiritual side of it is where, you just you don't lose yourself so much that you forget who you are or why you even wanted this relationship is, and I'm seeing an adventure here. So you've got a spiritual adventure about to shift and come into your life right now around love. Long journey, right? And so applying all the things that you've learned. So what this reminds me of is if you've been manifesting love into your life and then you finally get your SP or your person, and then all of a sudden you just forget. We always treat ourselves the best sometimes when we are manifesting because it tells you to, right? But then as soon as the person comes in, you put them on a pedestal and you forget who you are. So this could be part of it. Enjoy the adventure coming in, though. You have true love that's really special for some of you that's trying to form. All right, let's look at Aries to Pisces and see who shows up. All right, Aries through Pisces, the person on Cancer's mind. Any shifts happening with Aries through Pisces? All right. Aries, the Sun card. All right. So I'm seeing expression of love, them falling in love. So good news when it comes to an Aries, and maybe even bringing the relationship back to life, starting something new or just feeling some good vibes together. Hell yes with an Aries. Taurus, 9 of water, 9 of cups. Your wishes coming true with a Taurus. All right, so Taurus really feeling comfortable around you, and any concerns that you may have, it seems like those are being washed away. Gemini. All right, so a good job here, so it looks like things coming together with a Gemini. You're finally, figuring out the whole thing, the whole reason, what's going on here, maybe feeling more complete and ready to start a new topic, a new story with a Gemini. Cancer, 4 of Pentacles. All right, so here I am seeing, this card here says given to the less fortunate. It kind of feels like you give your energy a lot to other people, very cautious. And, you have to remember to let people in and let another Cancer in, because this card says you could be trying to protect your heart and block in love, or afraid to open up, afraid to lose a relationship if you open up and express yourself. So it can work either way. You and a Cancer, though, you got a grip on each other. It just could be about allowing yourselves to open up. Leo, Queen of Pentacles. So making time for you. A Leo being responsible, following through with any plans. And Virgo also, they're just a little bit more independent, spending some time alone. They like to enjoy their time off, but they're still invested in this connection. Libra taking initiative towards this connection. There's a lot of passion between the two of you. Scorpio, 7 of Pentacles. So you guys definitely are going somewhere. There could be a temporary block. Don't pay any mind to it. The seeds have been planted. Sagittarius, conversation coming in, being able to see the picture with you fully now. Capricorn, 5 of Wands. So you may be competing against other people or other things going on with a Capricorn, but it doesn't mean the fight's not worth fighting. Aquarius, 5 of Swords. All right, so they may be flustered, uncertain about what they want, or troubled by the choice they made. They're not happy with the choices, but something is changing, and this is where with an Aquarius you may finally see that things will clear up. They will come towards you when they're ready. Pisces, the dreamer, you got Fool energy. All right, so they're following their intuition, they're following their heart, which is leading them to you. So you could have a fresh start with a Pisces. All right, we got the birthday babies. Leo. I need new tires too, but I told them they're going to have to wait until I'm finished with my AC. Hell no. Might as well bought a new car. All right. Leo. Happy birthday to my Leos. How are you feeling during this full moon? This is going to be a different reading. I'm just pulling some a couple oracles, then I'm going to Aries to Pisces to see if there's anything shifting with this full moon for you. All right. So let's go. Leo, happy birthday. Don't doubt your worth, all right? So what's trying to shift for you, especially with the South Node there, I am always enough, right? And judgment, you have the judgment energy, you know, letting go of judging yourself so harshly, letting go of old judgments, past judgments, the past, you know, the way you showed up, any decisions you made in the past that, you know, or just the story of I'm not enough, or, you know, I'm not worthy, right? So some of this energy with the South Node there could be coming up for you. Remember, that's part of the next 18 months for you, right? That's your Virgo just went through it. Now it's Leo's turn, all right? And so it's not heavy. It's not hard. It actually feels good when you get the hang of it and you know what you're supposed to be working on, because it'll show up loud and clear with Jupiter there. It'll show up loud and clear for you, all right? So you are getting to stop doubting your worth around things or comparing yourself to others. Let's see what else. I'm seeing Taurus energy for you. So there's a very strong Taurus energy around you that's shifting. But this is the Empress energy. So wearing your crown, all right? You know, this is enjoying yourself and finding things that bring you pleasure and figuring out what anything new that might be bringing you pleasure or joy. You know, this is also knowing your worth energy, so you can allow yourself to receive abundance. It looks like abundance is there for everyone. You don't have to worry about what somebody else has, and there's enough to go around. All right. So the share in the wealth too is here. And I'm seeing, you know, this is things that you've already planted are growing in the background. So there's obviously a lot of shifts happening, but you have to know you're worthy of it and let go a little bit, because it could show up and you would fight it or you would push it away. So this is a new relationship that could be starting as well too, a new relationship with yourself and a new relationship with other people, because when you value yourself and you build this new relationship with yourself, your full self, not your hurt self, right? There's a difference. I'm not gonna get into but I am seeing here that you are growing. There's a lot of growth here and abundance coming your way. You could have a Taurus in your life, really cares about you, really enjoys being around you, and allowing people to see the real you be around you. So let's see, Aries to Pisces, anything shifting? It's cool that you got the Empress, because it is your birthday season and this is your time to put the crown on. All right, Aries through Pisces. Aries, all about you. You guys got a lot of fire. You connect. You got it going on. And, you know, they see a future with you. Taurus, you have, look at this, a renewal. You got the same thing, the 20, the judgment card. All right. So being able to let go of yesterday, quit criticizing yourself. You know, make sure you have all the facts before you make a decision or a judgment, right? It seems like an unconditional love here. And it's time to move in a new direction and out of the darkness and into the light. So you and a Taurus here could be renewing vows, could be renewing the relationship, could just be deciding to give it a go, give it a second chance. Gemini kind of at a distance right now. Maybe it's best right now. They're trying to figure out who they are, what they want, and where they're going. Cancer, Two of Pentacles. All right, so you're kind of in this place where somebody has to make a decision with a Cancer. Either you both have too much going on at once, you both have other relationships, or you both are just busy with life, and you guys are just going back and forth. It doesn't mean it can't grow, but some adjustments definitely need to happen. Leo, King of Cups. A lot of water energy for you. All right, so I am seeing open your heart to another Leo, all right, or they're opening their heart to you. You both really trust and respect each other, so the relationship could be deepening. You could be feel it becoming more intimate. Virgo, Six of Pentacles. So Virgo is all about giving some time and repaying you. Finding a balance and the connection here with a Virgo. So an opportunity to really make things fair when it comes to a Virgo. Libra, the Tower card. All right, so it's significant, something significant with the Libra. The Tower breaks you out of whatever was keeping you stuck. All right, so it's either time to realize what needs to change when it comes to a Libra, or it's time to, I like what it says here, spread your wings and fly. Time to move on. Scorpio. Is that Libra? 1, 2, 3, 4. But yep, Scorpio. Scorpio got 10 of Wands again. All right. So, life, the relationship is out of balance. It's causing too much stress. It's one of these where, got to put down the wands. They could have too much going on. You have too much going on. And it's just that something's got to give. But the 10 of Wands here for just the Scorpio, they could have a lot of stuff going on that bleeds into the relationship. So it may stress you out. It has nothing to do with you. Sagittarius, 8 of Cups. So it looks like Sag is trying to move on. They still have feelings for you, but they just think it's best. Capricorn, 7 of Swords, right? That you may get a confession from a Capricorn. And, it's the truth. What are you going to do? It's the truth is the truth, right? So at least it will set you free. Aquarius, 4 Cups. So they definitely have feelings for you, but don't know what to do right now. So, it's one of these, is it enough? It's like, are they showing up? They may not be able to right now. And Pisces, 6 of Wands. So Pisces looks good. Pisces coming in to hang out, just to get over some sort of challenge that you have, and they're still in it to win it. All right. Virgo. All right, Virgo. Virgo. All right, this card just flew out for you. So I'm pulling 2 oracles and then Aries through Pisces. Take yourself out on a date. It's time to do for you. You got 42. You've got 6. So where's your life out of balance? Where are you giving to the world and not to yourself? All right, so I am seeing take yourself out. Go do something. If some of you kind of in hermit mode, all right, this is a time to test and integrate all the spiritual work you've been doing. Sorry, that was loud. Let's see what else. This is all about your home and getting out of your comfort. Challenging yourself. Look at the North Node here. Life purpose, a journey, a karmic destiny, a new path coming in for you. But you got to take that step. You got to go for it. There could be something, a treasure out there If you go to that place that you want to go to, try something new. New things are trying to enter your life, a new path. But if we keep ourselves hidden, we're not gonna be able to explore it and see what's going on. So the challenge for you could be going places by yourself, or just allowing yourself to get away from always doing for other people. Right. So let's see, that could show up with love too. So let's see Aries through Pisces and see what's going on. But you have the star card showing up for you. Your North Node being pushed into a new way, which can be scary. And if some of you are newly single, this is where you're spending more time with yourself and going out. It sucks. I don't like to do that. I never wanted to go eat dinner by myself, but I actually, when I was on the road, I had to. All right, so karmic destiny is showing up. Let's see what's shifting with Aries through Pisces and see if anybody is matching that energy for you. Who is a karmic destined relationship? All right, there you are, Virgo, Knight of Pentacles. All right, Aries. 8 of Swords, right? So there's an illusion here with an Aries. I don't know. You're afraid to take action. Maybe afraid. They're afraid. There's a lot of doubt here, though, and negative energy and trust issues when it comes to an Aries. Maybe you feel stuck on them. I've got feelings for them. I can't move on. But, it might be because you think there's nobody else out there. I am seeing that an Aries you could be struggling with them and very complicated. Taurus, well, Taurus looking good. I got the Emperor for Taurus. They might be planning to make a date with you, planning to initiate contact with you. Taurus could be a part of your North Node, you're destined. Also, Gemini. Oh my God, Terry. All right, so you got 2 here. Welcome to the show. The wheel is turning. So some change, some positive change. A situation may create change in a relationship with a Gemini that suddenly moves things forward. So sometimes things could happen that we didn't expect, and that's the wheel. And all of a sudden, here we are. You're stuck on an island together. I saw that movie with I don't know, they were stuck on an island. It was her boss, and she ended up killing him at the end. But anyways, that's what happens. You never know you're going to get there. And then she got the position anyways, right? You and Gemini, destined. All right, we have Cancer, challenging situation, right? But it's one worth investigating. Maybe it's something to do with communicating, learning how to communicate with each other. So I am seeing messages starting to pick up with you in Cancer. Leo, same thing. I am seeing, if you know what I'm talking about, I'm seeing love with a Leo. Leo's got some love for you, right? Very friendly, sensitive energy coming in. They're feeling pulled towards you. So maybe your relationship is going to, enter a new phase. Virgo, 4 swords. So time to rest and take a vacation. Maybe you really need to think hard about these destined relationships. Are you really in the one, or what's going on? So you are being asked to give yourself a little bit of a break and go allow yourself more time before making any decisions. Allow yourself more time. All right. And I'm seeing maybe it's a little bit of space between you and another Virgo, but that doesn't mean it's over. You just need more time from each other. Libra, 2 of Cups. You and Libra talking things out, or getting to know each other, but your relationship is growing. Scorpio, all right, they're not enough. It seems like, they're just not giving you enough, right? But they have feelings. They just don't know what to do, what they want, whatever. You got to leave. You got to go out on your own and let them know that they have to chase you now. Sagittarius, all right, too much going on with a Sagittarius as well. There could be another relationship. You guys, kind of wobbling back and forth, and things are inconsistent with you guys. Going to make a decision, or it's going to stay the same. Capricorn, lovers. Capricorn could be your destined relationship as well too. So it looks like an intimate relationship forming. You guys desire each other. It doesn't always mean it's healthy, but that's what I'm seeing with a Capricorn. Aquarius, you have the Hierophant. So Aquarius could also be, a connection that you're learning a lot of lessons with, but it looks like you're leveling up into a commitment or possibility. It could lead to that. And Pisces, 6 of Wands. So Pisces looking good. Pisces is like, hey, let's hang out, let's chill. I want some of your attention. So you guys may end up changing your status and getting into a relationship with a Pisces. Hello, Mr. Mojo. I was thinking about you earlier. I must have felt your presence coming in. I saw Varian yesterday, and then the Vikings usually come in together. All right, let's see. What did I miss here? Oh, Lori, I got some jewels. The flow state. Did you guys pick certain things or something? I love it though. You get to choose. All right, Libra. Good morning, Lurin and Tito. All right, 52 for Libra. All right, give me 10 seconds. All right, Libra. Today's reading's different. I'm just going to pull a couple oracles for this full moon, but I'm going to see what's shifting with Aries through Pisces. All right. Your potential is endless, Libra. Throne. Get up on that throne. All right. Center stage. 45, 9. Independency. Financial freedom. Good times. Good stuff. Abundance and success. Right? And so what's leaving maybe for you is doubting your potential during this full moon, right? Maybe getting clear on what the hell am I holding myself back for? It's who cares what people think? Believe me, I mean, this is one of the biggest things I've always fought, but it really is. It's like, who cares? I can do this myself. I don't need anybody, but it does look like you got a couple people maybe coming into your life that could be adding to your life. But it looks as though you're lit up here on fire with potential to manifest as well. I love this for you. All right. Anything else? Let me shuffle these because I think anything else for Libra before I get into Aries. Hell yeah. Good energy for you. You're right in the center. All right. So right now, something's unbalanced in your life. And I love this card because it says calls out, and I'm calling you out. The full moon is going to mirror back to you. Look at the opposition is going, and the people around you are going to mirror back to you. Where you're holding yourself back. If you're upset about something or something someone's doing, it could be because you could do a better job, right? Or you're mad about the way somebody thinks, or somebody says something about you and you don't like what they said because it's not you, but you don't do it, you don't show it, and somebody's pissing you off so that you wake up and do it. Triggers happen and they suck, right? But there's always a deeper message when we're getting triggered, when somebody reflects it back to us. So you may be confronted by somebody or people, or things could be really heavy when people say something, because it feels to me that the Nine of Pentacles is you stepping up and saying, why am I playing so small? And you're being called to not play small anymore and stop comparing yourself to other people. All right. There's a reason why things are unbalanced. It could be because you are underestimating yourself. You see it, you have the answers, you're smart, but you won't roll the ball, or you won't go first. Anything else? Third house, lots of connections. So here, I already said it. You have third house energy coming in for you as well, which is new social media. So something around social media, maybe you are starting something, new friends, new people, new connections. So be mindful that maybe it is time for you to meet some new friends, new connections, and extend things, right? But I see growth here, and you being challenged to connect with other people and use your voice. Aries through Pisces. Let's see what's shifting when it comes to love. The person on your mind. All right, the person on your mind, Aries through Pisces, anything shifting? Aries, the sun. All right, so things clearing up with an Aries. Things are growing with you and an Aries. Just have confidence in yourself. They like your aura. Taurus, King of Swords. All right, so speaking their truth, coming in to speak their truth, and that'll set you free. All right, they will get right direct to the point, so communication, finally talking to one another. Gemini, I'm seeing that release, the death card. So sometimes things just need to end, whether it's a situation, a behavior, the relationship itself. Cancer, 10 of Pentacles. You guys may be working towards more long-term relationship. Leo, a renewal. We're seeing forgiveness, a turn of events, and a turn in a new direction. Virgo, things are not turning out the way you hoped with a Virgo. You could be separated. There could be some regrets. Libra, they're testing you, but you got to stand strong. And this is the 7 of Fire that came out yesterday, 7 of Wands, where just feel like other people challenge you, and it's challenging you to step up into your truth and defend yourself, right? You may have competition around you, but you've got to step up, and you don't need to explain yourself. You just need to go for it. So you and another Libra, you could be having challenges, right? The relationship's testing you to see how much you really want it. All right, let's see. Scorpio, Page of Wands, right? So some new news coming in with a Scorpio, flirting, connecting, something exciting, doing something different. Sagittarius, their feelings are deepening for you. They care a lot about you. Capricorn, 6 of Water, so thinking about you, being very nostalgic, and you guys may be trying to reconnect. Capricorn, Scorpio, Sag, Cap. Was that Aquarius? Or that was Capricorn? Scorpio, Sag, Cap. Aquarius, Tower card. So something significant is changing the relationship. It's going to change no matter what. It's either wake up, break up, or make up. Pisces, 2 of Swords. So there's a stalemate. They're pretending like they know there's not, they think there's not a problem, but they're just avoiding making a decision, a tough decision right now. All right, Libra. I'm a Venom fan. I like Venom. I love all that. Look at me. Me too. Me too. I'm a big Daredevil fan and Punisher. Like those two are up there for me. And Ryan Reynolds, which one does he? Funny as shit. I love him. His character. All right, let's see. Deadpool. There you go. Yes, Deadpool. I love, he is just so funny. Like, that's the way to my heart right there. Oh, they're talking about me. Oops. I'm sorry. I crashed the party, the wrong party. Wolverine, yes. I saw Metallica twice when I was a kid. Haven't seen them now. They came through here. I was like, oh. All right, Scorpio. Let's take a look. We're looking at just the full moon energy. Well, you got the throne too. Your potential is endless. Stop holding yourself back. Okay. All right, I could do that. Libra and Scorpio kind of hanging out there. There's Libra and Scorpio right there. All right, what? What do you mean? We got more. We can do more. I thought this was it. No. All right, so a lot of independency. You know, not. You know, I'm feeling comparing, connecting, worrying, and there could be other people coming into your life too that's adding to it. But you're showing up center stage here, so put your crown on. And there's just so much more than you are allowing yourself to experience. Some of you keeping yourself small, keeping yourself in a little box, and you're meant to explore right now. So maybe something came up for you or will come up for you over the next couple of days. Let's see what else. All right, Scorpio. What else is leaving, shifting, or coming in for you? You have the 5th house right here. Love affairs, romance, playfulness, party time. Party. I can't party anymore. And Libra energy here too as well. So maybe, you know, Libra's and Scorpio's energy today seems to be kind of colliding. But with the message. So, you know, maybe this is a time for fun, having fun and parties and rest and relaxation and new romance trying to come in for you as well. This could be something about your aesthetics too. Maybe some of you, it's time to, you know, clean yourself back up. I don't know, put that party dress on, or, you know, just do something different, shake things up a little bit. But you have a real good peaceful energy, maybe moving into some new romance coming into your life. Or your relationships. We'll look at Aries through Pisces right now, because your relationships could actually be more playful. Maybe, you know, taking it to a new level, or just having more fun with your partner. Libra, you know who was a Libra? I was saying this yesterday. Do you know Steve Terryberry? He's on YouTube. I crack up. That guy makes me laugh so much. I think it was him that I looked up to see, and he was a Libra. And I was like, oh my God. I was thinking Gemini, all right? But he's a Libra, I think. You guys are going to have to look again. All right, Aries through Pisces. So the person on your mind, anything shifting. It looks like a really good energy. If there's any advice for you, it looks like bringing back the fun and joy. All right. I have Aries, 10 of Cups, right? So it looks like they trust you. They want to build something with you, and something good's going to come out of this relationship. All right, maybe getting together and just having some more good times. Taurus, 10 of Swords, the end of a difficult situation. So maybe it is about embracing the change and expect things to get better now and have more fun. Some of you could be leaving a relationship, and this is you getting back out there. Gemini could be a new romance blooming with you guys. I talk so corny, guys. I wish I'd stop doing that. All right, I wish I was cool. All right, have confidence in yourself when it comes to a Gemini. I am seeing here that there's something about this connection that you guys just, you see each other. You guys feel seen. Cancer, 4 cups, all right? You're getting bored with this. They're not giving you enough. Let them miss you, all right? They have feelings. They just don't know what to do. Leo, justice coming in, fear, fairness. You know what's right. Stand up for your beliefs. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's just 1, but it looks like you could reconcile or just find forgiveness, or karma, finally, maybe, it'll just happen and you don't have to do anything. Justice coming in. Virgo, I see 2 of Cups. You guys are deepening your connection here with the Virgo. So, allow things to just unfold here because you guys do have feelings for each other and it could be new. Libra, 5 of Cups. Things are not turning out the way you wanted. It's hard to see the positive right now with this energy. You may need to give it more time to process what's going on, but it looks like there's some regret though. Scorpio, Ace of Swords. New things coming in, seeing the truth of a situation, seeing things clearly, challenging yourself, or you and another Scorpio, the situation might have a rough beginning, but it looks like it could go somewhere. Sagittarius, the moon, things are still uncertain, but you've got to release any fears regarding it, because your fears will sometimes sabotage it. And that could be them too, their fears sabotaging it. Capricorn, 7 of Pentacles. All right, so you guys have built something already, even if it's a little slow right now. It's unnecessary to worry. Things are still growing. Aquarius, Knight of Swords. So expect things to happen pretty quickly with an Aquarius this week. A decision being made. Pisces, Tower card. So this is a powerful revelation, something that's going to change the relationship, whether it's a wake up, makeup, or breakup. My partying is different now. My partying is the beach, kayak, I can't recover. I can't recover like I used to. But I also don't like really hard liquor though. So that's not, if I do, it's beer. I'm trying to pick a time here. 109. Sag isn't going to get a very cool time. Sorry. 39. Not anymore. IPAs, I do like IPAs, but I used to be addicted to IPAs. Now I can only drink like light pale ale or Modelo. But there is a 3 blonde sister around here that I really like, and it's really good. But the thicker IPAs, I can't do it anymore. I used to love them. All right, I'm getting distracted. Let's see. I don't like the aftertaste of them anymore. Hello, Jasmine. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see. You don't need someone else to fix you. Gold. You are golden. You have the number 9 too. All about independency. And so if some of you think you need something right now, the full moon, we're just doing the full moon energy today. So it could be bringing up something that's in your subconscious or a thought you're having lately. And I'm trying to see what's shifting, and then Aries through Pisces. But you don't need someone else, you know, to complete you or to make your life better, you know, or to, I mean, it can add to your life. But also I just hear you're not broken either, you know. There's nothing, you know, we all kind of get caught in that when we're doing a healing thing. You know, I'm broken, I need to heal, I need to, you know, we're not actually broken. We're just clearing things away. I have 11th house, new friendships and groups trying to come into your life, a new tribe. Your future is not going to look the way you think, right? Your future's changing. It's being rewritten, all right? Finding people that have the same goals as you, share the same dreams as you, and influence you. So are you around? Do you need, you know, your friends? Do you need to reach out to your friends, connect with your friends, or just find new community to connect with? It does seem like that's the biggest shift for you right now here. It's like being around people that lift you up and being independent for a while, especially if you're caught up in a relationship or a situation where, you know, it's kind of, maybe you do feel broken. Maybe you do feel that way, and you're needing friends more right now, right? You need in your friends group people that inspire you and see you and push you. You got the number 11, 2, and 9. Aries through Pisces, the person on your mind. I see you at the bottom of the deck. So for an Aries, you got to look at things differently with an Aries. Maybe you guys are taking a pause or things aren't moving. But it's important to be yourself, because when we need somebody, we start to forget who we are and we start to act differently. So if somebody's, you know, if an Aries is if you feel like you're changing who you are for somebody, for an Aries, this could be why things are at a standstill. All right, that's what's being shown to you. But it's only temporary, and you are being asked to look at it differently. Taurus, I see 3 of Cups, so I see a celebration, an announcement coming in, but I'm also seeing the need to have more fun and lighten things up. So you and Taurus getting together and happy times. Gemini, 8 of Pentacles, they could be focusing on going back to work, going to school, getting a new job, their independency. And it might seem to you like they're avoiding you, but it looks like they're trying to work on themselves too, work on their foundation. So you may feel like they're a little distant right now. Cancer, 3 of Wands. So things look good between you and a Cancer. They seem to be coming together, you know, one day at a time here. And you could end up making some plans here that are more stable. Leo, Knight of Swords, time to make a decision this week. Things could be moving pretty fast for you when it comes to a Leo. Virgo, leveling up. All right, you guys share the same values and viewpoints, very spiritual connection. So you and Virgo may find yourself in a committed relationship. Libra, taking it slow. Good news, all right? They just want to do things different. They want things to be shaken up a bit. You know, maybe slow down, or maybe do something different, or try something new. But I do see communication with the Libra, right? Scorpio, Seven of Swords, right? So we need to take a closer look here. There's more going on. They may not be 100%, you know, they might be keeping things superficial, or they're just not ready to share or expose their true feelings, right? Or they're absolutely just lying to you, and you know, maybe you'll figure it out or get the truth. Sagittarius, Two of Pentacles, too much going on right now. You got to make a decision. You're the one that has to make a decision. So consider a different approach when it comes to another Sagittarius, a more playful approach, but also I am getting that same energy. If somebody's not going to make a decision, you got to make the decision and go hang out with some friends. Capricorn, King of Fire. So they're very focused on you, and can see getting together or see a future. Aquarius, you have, you know, a second chance coming in to do things over, you know, quit critiquing each other, judging each other, and or blaming each other, right? You know, so I see a renewal with you and Aquarius and Pisces, Nine of Swords. So Pisces just expects the worst of this relationship, and you know, maybe both of you do. You guys are caught up in some sort of pattern where you just always assume that it's going to turn out the worst. So it does. You know, we either need to move on, find forgiveness, or, you know, don't lose sleep over it. All right, Sag. Thank you, Gemini, living the dream. I love it. Hello, Miss Lisa. All right, we are moving on to my caps. One. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. You guys, we all have good energy today. I like it. All right, Capricorn, this is a different type of reading. I'm doing the oracles just from 2 decks, and then I'll do Aries through Pisces to see what's shifting. We're in the full moon right now, so just picking up on this energy. All right. Spaceship. All right. You have, don't be afraid to sing. Don't be afraid to be unique. Don't be afraid to go out there. Don't be afraid to explore. And be different. So maybe some of you somebody needs to hear that. Maybe you need to sing. Maybe you need to be louder. Maybe you need to be heard. Some of you staying quiet, or, you know, censoring yourself. And I don't know, it's a pretty unique card. Let's see what else is shifting or changing. Don't be afraid to be happy. That's like the 3 of Cups right there. Lighten up. Don't be afraid to be happy and have a good time. You know, I feel like this is what's coming through. Like, some of us have been so jaded that it's like, as soon as I get happy and let down my guards, you know, life's gonna, you know, shit on me again. Big fat dump on me again, you know? And it's like, so that's kind of what I feel. That's the Scorpios on me. That's kind of what I feel from that card. Like, don't be afraid to be happy so I can punch you in the gut. All right. Saturn, discipline, slow and steady. So any kind of delays or tests you've been going through, it feels like Saturn is bringing you in a gift. This is your ruler. Big Daddy is showing up for you. All right. So it does look like you know, this is a time for you to celebrate some big win and get ready to look for the next mountain, right? Because there's always got to be a new mountain to climb. but you have reached the maturity. You've reached a point in a lesson or a situation that is, you were tested. A lot of you went through a lot of tests. All right. 7 is here. So this can be a new path. It's time to, drop that story, drop that control and see what else is opening up for you. Time to have also a little bit of fun. You have conjunction here too. So empowerment, something activating or intensifying for you, and joining forces with somebody. It looks like it could be friends or somebody, a date or connecting with somebody as well. So let's look at Aries through Pisces and see. I'm not afraid of the devil card, but I softened it up a lot over especially this past year. I hate explaining myself when I'm triggering people. But I've been through enough therapy to know the devil card and how it can show up. And I don't know. I think the devil card, I see it and I'm like, oh, it's kind of like the death card. Oh, come on. Even though it is what it is. And when you see it, you guys know your cards. So I really don't have to say it. All right, let's see, Aries. 5 of Wands with you and Aries. So Aries testing you, but you guys, if there's anybody that's going to be able to make it, it's you guys. You guys just challenge each other. You challenge each other to grow. So what is it that they're pissing you off about, right? This is testing you, you both, it's uncomfortable, but relationships aren't always peaceful, right? So something is changing, but the conflict is real. Oops. Taurus, I see 6 of Wands. So it looks like whatever was testing you with the Taurus is finally moving. You guys finally seeing each other, finally acknowledging each other and making it real. Gemini, 3 of Cups. So there's that celebration with a Gemini. So you and Gemini could be deciding to have some fun, get together, or announcing a relationship. And Cancer is lurking in the background. You may not hear from them yet, but they are listening to you. They're watching you. Leo, Page of Cups. Your relationship is definitely taking on a new level emotionally. You guys feel each other. That doesn't always guarantee stability, but, it's the relationship is, you feel a very strong emotional pull to each other. Virgo, the star. So making plans for the future with a Virgo. You guys are in alignment. Your situations are colliding and beginning to make sense. A Libra, Knight of Wands, having fun. Things can move pretty fast with a Libra. But just think things through, because sometimes it can be short-lived with this person too. It's very passionate, very fun. Scorpio, 3 of Wands, things coming together with you and a Scorpio. Things look very good. It's coming around. You guys, they're coming around. Sagittarius, conflict still with a Sagittarius, but they know it. They may be, trying to explain themselves or don't know how to explain themselves. Maybe they're not happy with the choice they made. It's just learn what you can from this situation with a Sagittarius, and you guys moving on from it. Capricorn, things coming together. Capricorn, for you, the World card. So the path towards a new chapter, or finally, this says enlightenment. And it's like, that's the Saturn energy. It looks like Saturn rules the world too. So you are seeing here that maybe Big Daddy has a gift for you now, that you've made it through some chapter, some lesson. Aquarius, you have a renewal with an Aquarius. You guys deciding to move forward. And Pisces. All right, so it's just, and you need to wait for the right time with a Pisces. It may not be the right time. Things are still moving, but if you're trying to force it or rush it, things could, go too far one way, right? And You know, it is the divine timing card. So what a Pisces. All right. Aquarius. He is coming back around to see if you cleaned up your room. He's coming back in to, you know, put the gloves on and check the dust. But another way to look at it too is loosening up the grip a little bit as well, you know. And handing over, you know, maybe it's handing you over self-control. I don't know. Where's Anne? I need Anne. Handing the power over to you now, you know. All right, can I trust you with this power? Aquarius. All right, here comes my aqua babies. I put the wrong time. All right. All right, give me a few seconds here to shake it up. All right, Aquarius, it's your full moon, so I'm pulling some oracle for you, and then any shifts with Aries through Pisces. Aquarius, what does Aquarius need to know right now? All right, release your guilt. Release your guilt, all right? 21. You know, it's the World card as well for you. The North Node is here to send you on your way. And don't feel guilty about things being good for you or things changing for you or you starting to realize that, you know, you want more or you can have more. And it could also show up, you know, maybe you feel some guilt. Maybe you didn't do some things that you should have done, or maybe you did do things that that's the Judgment card too. It's like you've already passed the judgment when you get to and letting it go. All right. That story's over. You're going on a new journey right now. And you have the Clover, which can bring a lot of luck for you as well. So what else is shifting for my Aquariuses? You know, we only can do what we can do. We always show up the best. I mean, if you know it, you do. You try to show up the best every single time. That's all we can do. Hindsight's a bitch, you know. You can always look back into your life and you can see it from so many different perspectives and start going, shit, why did I do that? But at the time, don't you remember, maybe you thought it was the best choice you had, you know? But we're always asses to ourselves when we start picking ourselves apart, looking at our past. I see trine energy for you. You have brings luck, flow, new talents coming in, maybe talents that you've forgotten about. Skills, harmony, things easing up for you. Effortlessness. So I am just seeing my Aquarius. This must be a really good feeling for you. We're going to have to check in with you, you know, to see what's going on. But it feels like you're getting kind of a boost of positive energy, a lift, a blessing, luck. I love this color aqua for you. All right, let's see Aries through Pisces and see what's going on. So some relationships could be coming into harmony for my Aquarians. Things coming together. Maybe you carry some sort of guilt because you've been more successful than somebody else, or people make you feel bad because you're more successful, or you have it to give and not everybody does. And that's where that kind of guilt people can play on that guilt and they know it. All right. Aries, I see Page of Swords. So, you know, you may have had some delays or challenges with an Aries, but this is where you're trying to figure each other out. You guys seem like you could really get along, you know? But I see, you know, it's about being honest in a conversation that's coming in here with you and an Aries. Taurus, you and Taurus also, harmony, a blessing coming in with you and Taurus. You guys seem to feel the connection deeply, and it could lead to longer term relationship. Gemini, Ace of Swords. So they're bringing to you some clarity this week, the next couple days, seeing the truth of a situation. So that could be good. That could be challenging. It's conversation, but it's also sets you free when you get the truth. Cancer. All right, so Cancer, maybe they're missing their opportunity. Maybe it's time to let Cancer do their own thing and you open your eyes to other possibilities, because they have feelings for you, but as long as you're there giving constantly, they don't make their move, right? So you might have to be the one that kind of goes and does your own thing, and don't feel guilty about going to find your own happiness. Leo, a lot of ego here. They're the first one to get the devil today. So you are dealing with some ego and pride, and that's the South Node, North Node, Aquarius, and South Node, Leo. So, I mean, guys, I don't even know what to say about that, but you may be dealing with some shit coming up from your Leo right now. And, you know, it might just be the energy. You may want to leave this alone for a couple days, or you guys are really triggering each other, or they just have an ego and don't want to admit when they're wrong. Virgo, I see Virgo coming towards you with a clear decision, clear intentions. And Libra may be moving on. Libra feels the need to spend some time alone. Even if they have feelings, they do, but they just feel like they're feeling an internal calling to move forward on their own. Scorpio, thinking about you, so they could unexpectedly show up at your front door. Sagittarius, you guys making plans here. Things look very good with you and a Sagittarius. You know, sometimes there's a little bit of a waiting period with this card, or it just feels like you're waiting, but it's going good. And then you start to get in your fears when you're waiting, like something's wrong, but it's not. Capricorn, Six of Cups, you guys both kind of thinking about the past with each other, the last time you were together, and hopefully making plans here with the Six of Cups. You guys feel it. Aquarius, Three of Pentacles, the power of friends, the power of connection, the power of working together and figuring things out is what you and another Aquarius seem to be moving from friendship to, you know, even closer. Friendship's more important to the two of you. Pisces, falling in love with you, pursuing you. You could get an invitation with a Pisces this week, next couple days. Yeah, there is a lot. There is a lot today. That's funny. All right, let's see. Hello, Karen. banner. Give me 10 seconds. All right, Pisces, I'm getting an oracle message for you for the full moon, and then any shifts for Aries through Pisces. So raindrops, take a chance on them. Could be somebody new trying to come into your life right now. Maybe you're like, they're kind of odd, or I'm not sure, or, you know, and it does look like, you know, it could be somebody totally different. It could even be a new friend trying to come into your life. Maybe what's leaving is friends that don't always show up for you, don't always help you out, don't always, you know, give you what you need. And sometimes the most unexpected person ends up being the one that brings you the most love that you've ever felt. All right, anything else coming in for my Pisces? So if some of you just needed to hear, take a chance on them. You know, that's more about trusting yourself. If you see a red flag, you know, don't deny yourself, but this is more positive energy. This feels like, you know, don't underestimate yourself. All right. Water element. You have a lot of water energy coming through for you here. You have raindrops, and you have, you know, the water element, the water symbol. And trust your feelings, not using logic, right? Not trying to figure everything out or question everything. You know, go with the flow and see what happens, see what comes from it, right? Whenever you feel the need to talk, explain, or you're thinking, or you want to know what somebody's thinking, it's more about the high priestess, you know, just testing yourself and being okay with being quiet and just see what happens. And, you know, if you tell somebody that you think there's a problem, they're going to eventually think there's a problem. If you're focused on a problem, or you're always going, what's wrong? What's up with you? What are you doing? You know, where are you? Are you lying? You know, somebody is eventually going to be like, well, I might as well, because I'm already being accused of it. Not intentionally, maybe, but so I am seeing here, pay attention to your dreams too. And there's some subtle changes happening around you when it comes to a connection. So let's see. Aries through Pisces. All right, Aries through Pisces, the person on your mind. Anything shifting? We are seeing subtle changes here. And I am seeing the Emperor card here at the bottom of the deck. So let's see what's going on. Aries, 9 of Pentacles. All right, so they like to spend time alone. Just notice how they make you feel when they do show up. You may sometimes have to get used to somebody who it seems like they're being avoidant, and the harder you try to see them more, the more resistance happens. But this is an Aries that, you know, really does appreciate you and, you know, possibly sees a future with you, but they will pull away from time to time. Taurus, 3 of Cups. So we are seeing having fun, have more fun, lighten up, connecting, celebrating a date maybe with a Taurus. Gemini, right? Gemini, you know, you got to choose your battles wisely, but do you really want this? Because there's a lot of challenges here with a Gemini, and this is a make it or break it type of energy, you know. With the full moon in Aquarius, I feel like you're being ultimately tested right now. to break away from something. But if you really want something, you will fight for it, you know? How bad do you want it? And it looks like, you know, that's what's happening here with you and the Gemini. There's potential to make it happen. Cancer, you know, release any judgments on each other. You may be judging the situation, and it's not what you think. Forgiveness coming in, and the bond is still very strong between the two of you. They could be holding back right now, but for a reason. It could be several reasons. Leo, 2 of Cups, your relationship is continuing to grow. There could be forgiveness coming in or a resolution to a situation, finally getting something off their chest. Virgo not giving enough energy, right? They have feelings for you, but you need to walk away and see the other possibilities you have that may get them to move. Libra, Queen of Pentacles. So Libra is making more time, becoming more stable, more serious about this connection. Scorpio finds peace with you. You guys could be in a commitment or talking about commitment, building a foundation together. Sagittarius doesn't know what to do yet. You know, you might think that they don't care or they're not making a choice, but they're just having a difficult time with the choice. Capricorn knows exactly what they want. It looks like open communication and making a decision about the future. Aquarius, things coming together. You got the World card. Oh, we're not in Aquarius anymore. Aquarius got the World card. Sorry. And so things coming together with an Aquarius. You guys may be able to finally close that chapter and walk down a new path. Pisces, you have the 8 of Swords. So you have an illusion of being trapped and you're not stuck. You think you're stuck. You may be lacking self-confidence, which is holding you back from taking action with another Pisces. Or that could be your Pisces, you know, not confident enough to take action towards you. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's messages. I just wanted to shake it up because I just did yesterday's. So I tried to do something different. You guys are awesome. Happy Spaghetti Day. Make sure to have some Italian food today. And you're welcome. Thank you, guys. I love you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow will be their feelings for the weekend and super chats. Also quick readings as well. I'm totally half Italian. I mean, I got a little bit of a mix of Scottish and Indian, but I'm half Irish. I'm definitely from over the water. Both my grandparents came over during the Depression. I believe that was the time. Maybe my grandmother came over a little bit earlier. Thank you, Karen. My son did his DNA, my oldest one, and he was all Northern Ireland. He must have just got, like, my other brother is blonde and blue eyes, and we're same mom and dad. He's all Irish, and my oldest son's all Viking, and he just looks like a Viking, a Celtic, you know. And he had very little Italian in him from me. He had Italian, but very little. I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you, Angel. All right, guys, I will see you later. Enjoy the rest of your full moon day, and I'll see you soon.